What's going on, guys? Bravado here, and in this video I'm going to teach you guys how you can win more consistently and perform better overall in the new Fortnite reload mode. Before we go any further, if you like content like this or find it helpful and informative, feel free to like the video, man, or even subscribe. I really do appreciate that. I want to try to get this video to like 3 likes. I think we're going to hit that goal. Without further ado, let's get into the video. As you know, the reload mode is right now usually team game modes. So the first and most important tip is you must play as a team. I always see many players, sometimes including myself, who try to take fights as a solo or like land as a solo with all this confidence, and then they die and it's 100% your fault. Like when you're playing these team game modes, you got to play as a team. Usually just like land at the same location as your team, like a nearby building, take fights as a team, and like loot as a team. You got to do everything as a team. Because if you try to do stuff for yourself or by yourself, you'll most likely get yourself and maybe even your team killed, which will cost you the game. Another tip I would like to give to you guys is communication. Communication is vital to any like team game mode, especially like performing well and winning. So that usually many people have mics, so like if you have a mic, just communicate like what weapon, like ask your teammates if they need ammo or like if they need weapons and stuff, like, because if you don't ask, the answer is always going to be no. So you gotta communicate, like let them know if you need ammo or like better weapons or like heals. Also, when you're in fights, tell your enemies like which like opponent has taken heavy damage, or like where they're located, or like how many there are. Like basic communication like that will be able to easily relay information to your team to help you coordinate and win the fight. And if you don't have a mic, don't worry about it, because you can use the ping system to point out where you want to move, like rotate to, or like where enemies are located, or if you need like ammo or weapons. So if you don't have a mic, just use the in-game like communication systems. Another thing, like tip number 3 would be, is knowing your strengths and weaknesses with weapons. So for example, like if you have a teammate that excels in combat with like sniper rifles, like consistently hits the damage with it, and you're not as good with them and you're using that sniper rifle, I think it's just something's better off letting your team play into their strengths with certain weapons. So if I had a sniper and my teammate was like a far better sniping than me, then I would give him that sniper, because I know he's gonna put out more damage or maybe like knock players using that weapon more often than I would. And then also another thing is like with other weapons like explosives and like mobility items, play to your strengths, because you know best what to strategically use them, and this will really help you and your team. Or if you're like maybe really good with ARs, give like their teammate gives you like the best AR, like a SCAR or something, so you can help beam opponents at mid like to long range, getting those opening tags to open up that fight with an advantage. The next tip I would give you guys is you need to carry utility and or mobility items. They are vital to making really good plays and assisting your team. For example, shockwaves or like the grappler. They're very useful in making rotations or pushing enemy fights, like closing the gap on them if they're trying to flee from you. Or for example, like if you're like need to play defensively, like play positioning, they can use like shield bubbles and bunkers to better hold that position from enemy forces. Like utilities and mobility items are very important. When used strategically, they will provide you with a massive advantage to help you in combat, and as well as holding positions or fighting. Another very important tip I would give you is to abuse the reboot mechanic. For example, like near the end game, that reboots will eventually be disabled. Like if you go down in this fight and before the reboot timer, like right before the reboot timer expires, you respawn before that timer, and like you will be able to still respawn in the game. It will not cancel out your respawn. So for example, there's like 15 seconds left before the reboots expire and you're downed. It's gonna take like 40 seconds for you to get to respawn, right? What you do is die, and then once your 40 seconds are up and you still have a teammate alive, despite the fact that the reboots expire, you could still get back into the game. This is what I call a strategic death, and this has helped me win a couple games, help get my teammates back in, and help us continue the fight. So if reboots are about to or close to expiring and you went down, just do a strategic death and you'll be right back in the fight as long as you have one teammate still alive. Alright, to recap, you must always play with your team no matter what. Commit to anything just with your team. Communication is key to winning as a team. Always make sure you're carrying utility and or mobility items. Play to your strengths and as well as your teammates' strengths, and as well as do strategic deaths if necessary. And that is all the wisdom I have for you to help you win more and perform better consistently in Fortnite's new reboot game mode. I appreciate you guys watching to the end. I'm gonna let the rest of this video play out for you. I mean, that team got a high kill win in this. If you like content like this or find this helpful or informative, feel free to like, subscribe, and hit those bell notifications so that you'll never miss another upload by me ever again. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace. Yeah, here I'm under. He might be a solo opponent. Good camp. I think he's being. In this building, I see a shotgun. Dead. Okay. We gotta stick together. But I hear people. I literally heard feet like nearby. Yeah, for real. I heard feet. I didn't, like, yeah, here, I just heard feet again. I just literally heard feet. Yeah, I'm literally hearing feet. I'm hearing feet over here. Alright, I'm going with you. I don't see him. Oh, crap. They shocked out. Dirty white! Dead! Behind! On my six! There's another one! 20! He's going over here! Alright, last one. Let's not mess this up. Alright, let's position and let's just not die, alright? Okay, that's okay. You're a team player. Yo, bunker! That's last! Dead! Fortnite!